Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dynasty episode of the Elite City Podcast. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. Yeah, I enjoyed Dynamite this week. It was a good show.
It was.
I'm going to start with
good.
the same thing I always start with.
Okay.
What is a pay-per-view? What's your excitement level for this show?
Well, since it's my first one of the year.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. Will you actually be able to see it?
Yes. Yeah. I'm going back to Brett and Steph's house, and
I ordered it on one thing and I can't watch it on something else. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, like I'm excited, and I bet you I will be even more excited after Collision, because this is our Dynasty episode, but we didn't look into spoilers, so we only know 8 matches so far, and obviously AEW usually does around 12-ish, so
35 matches. It's going to be a 12-hour pay-per-view.
Yes. Yeah. Or it'll be WWE, it'll be 12 hours, 2 matches.
Right. Well, you need time for ads.
That's 11 hours and 45 minutes of ads, two 7.5-minute matches.
There you go. And then a celebrity appearance.
Yes. Well, I was going to talk about WrestleMania, but we're here for Dynasty.
There you go.
Yeah. How about yourself? What are you?
I'm excited. I think it'll be good. I'm excited for the MJF Kenny Omega match. That's going to be good. And I like how they've built it up. I think they've done a really good job with that. The rest of it, like, there's no huge matches. I want to see them all, but they're not like massive matches, but they're going to be good because they're always good. Like, the thing with AEW pay-per-views now is they could not announce anything before, and I'd be like, oh, it's an AEW pay, it'll be good. Like, they've set their standard now of like, they're going to put on a good show no matter what. Until they start slipping, I'm going to have faith in them.
Yeah. I totally agree. Like, like me and you say all the time, like, eventually the law of averages will catch up and there will be a stinker.
Right.
But will it be like, it's not be like a total stinker? Like, we'll say like the main event will suck.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they'll eventually have one that's bad based on the standard that they've set, not bad. Like, it won't happen as good as the other ones, but it'll still be fine.
Exactly. So, we'll jump right into this because I have a few wild cards
all right,
and theories that I'm going to throw your way too. We have this is according to the internet. So again, I went on the way they had it set up. So this probably isn't the match order. We have the Bucks versus Okada and Takeshita. This match is just going to be like fun.
Yeah,
the 100% fun. I mean, obviously, like, the Bucks and Okada have years of wrestling each other and in factions together and stuff, but obviously Takeshita and Okada fall apart about 3/4 of the way through, right?
Yeah, I will say, like, sometimes Okada's acting is like over the top, but like this week on Dynamite, when his guys were getting beat up on the outside, he was just like leaning over laughing. That was funny.
Yes.
Like, that was really good.
Yes. I also, leading up to this, I love how like every week he would like get a ribbon on Takeshita. He'd be like, oh, the catering was really good, unlike Takeshita, who can't cook.
For no reason whatsoever. Yeah. I'm gonna go defend my title, but Takeshita doesn't have a title. Like,
yeah. Oh, every week I would laugh out loud. They're just amazing. So yeah, like, obviously they're gonna
I feel like the Bucks are winning because they're gonna fall apart.
Yeah, I have the Bucks winning too.
And I think the Bucks winning is gonna lead into them into a title thing with the other tag teams.
Agreed. And since wrestling works on the exact words, like Don Callis said, no matter what, Okada or Takeshita's not quitting the family. The split happens, who quits? Because he said no one's quitting.
Yeah, I think it has to be. I think Takeshita turns face. I think he has to.
I think so too.
I can't see him staying with them. I think he turns face and has a feud with Okada for a while, and then just is a face, because I didn't think he could work as a heel. What he did a good job of it. But I think it's time for him. I think it's time for him to go back.
Agreed. To the perfect human being that he was.
Everyone loves him. He's so lovable.
Yeah. Oh man, just remember when he first moved here and his love of Cinnabon, and was it's like his cholesterol was probably 9,000
He's the
because that's
best.
all he was. Um, we have Darby versus Andrade. Now I have a question for you. Is this match a number one contendership, or is it just if Andrade wins, he gets a title
Yeah, it's
shot?
weird because I know like both MJF and Kenny said if Darby wins, they'll give him a title match if they have the title. And
Right.
then this week, Don Callis was like, "Yeah, Andrade, if you win, you," but like they haven't actually called it that.
Okay.
So I have a theory, and I think that Andrade ends up winning and then doesn't get the title match, and that's how he falls out because I think he's gonna have a falling out with Don Callis as well. And I could see that being like Don Callis either slipped up on purpose or by accident, and in the contract it doesn't say anything about a title match, and Andrade is going to be like, "Wait a second, I thought you said I got a title match." He's like, no, I said you could get a title match. I didn't say you would get a title or something like that. I think that there's going to be some fallout there.
That's a good call. Now, the reason that I asked that is if it is for the number one contendership straight up, I have Darby winning. But if it wasn't, I had Andrade winning. So
Yeah,
I'll say Darby just for.
Yeah, they haven't. It doesn't say number one contendership on the graphic or anything. So
okay, so just for contest reasons, I'll pick the opposite.
There you go. But I could easily see Darby winning and challenging for the belt.
True.
But yeah.
Then we have the return match: Chris Jericho versus Ricochet. I have Ricochet because I think he's going to put him over.
Yeah, this is my first thought was Jericho's definitely winning at his first match back.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're right that maybe he's going to put. I mean, I would like him to put it. What I don't want to see is typical Jericho, where like Ricochet wins and then we're going to have three or four more matches. Like no, just if Ricochet wins, that's it. We're done.
Yes,
move on to something else.
And go
ahead.
I was going to say, and I think Ricochet wins and proves everything that Ricochet said on his promo with Jericho, correct. Oh, the business passed you by. Nobody wants you here. You're taking up time for everybody else. Blah blah. Ricochet is going to get in Jericho's head. That's my
that he beats him. An interesting way for Jericho to turn, not turn heel, but his story to turn. And now he has to prove himself that proved to himself that he still has it. And I mean, that would be interesting. Yeah. I'm going to say Jericho just for the sake of being different.
Perfect.
I will say Jericho this week was he was fine. I have no issue with him. I feel like this is what he should be doing. Once in a while, do a throwback to something he's done before because he's had a long career, and just generally be a guy who's on TV sometimes and has he can probably still have decent matches. So just that's fine for him. I just don't want to see him in if he's going to be in a lengthy storyline with Ricochet for weeks and weeks. I don't want that.
I agree. I'm still not I scrolled social media when the promo was on, but I didn't mute the television. I didn't mute the TV. It's he's not there.
Now I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Ricochet has the demand with him.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any chance of Big Bill and Brian Keith helping out Jericho if he gets triple teamed?
I mean, obviously, yeah. That's a great point. Yeah, I say yeah. And the only reason I say this is I don't know. We'll say around Christmas. So if anything, very first of the year on Ring of Honor, Brian Keith for 2 weeks in a row, talked about how Jericho turned his back on them. And that was when everyone was oh, okay, obviously Jericho's going to go WWE, blah, blah, blah. And then he planted those two little seeds. And then I was thinking, now that you say that, were those seeds planted that, they're going to look like they're going to show up for him and then turn on him also?
Yeah, that would be actually kind of fun if they looked like they were going to help him out and turn on and be like, hey, you left us.
Yeah,
that would be fun. I would like that.
And again, that is the long game. You have to be watching Ring of Honor and remember something that happened 3.5 months ago, but still.
That would be fun. I would like that.
Even if it happened, like you said, the demand comes out and then Big Bill and Brian Keith like hold them off, and then after the match turn, like not even a full blown turn right away.
Right.
Like help him during the match, and then like hold his
Like
arms
Jericho
up
goes to
and
shake their
close
hand or
on.
something, and they walk off, or
Yeah. Like, anyways, that's a good.
just
That's
to tie up that, because Jericho's always like, despite what we say about Chris Jericho and how long sometimes things take with him, he does remember history of things.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Mike Tyson was in AEW, like at the first year, like in 2019, he remembered like a feud that he had with Mike Tyson in WWE in like 2008 or something. Like it was like a 10-year-old feud with and I'm like, he cares about continuity from a feud in a different company 10 years ago more than like they care about their own continuity. Like he does care about that stuff. So I could see him tying up that end.
Yeah. Oh man, now I'm excited about that match more than I was like 3 minutes ago. So
there you go.
We have Mox versus Ospreay for the Continental Championship. I have Ospreay, and I have him like taking the Continental Championship and making it more than like what it is. Like I'm going to say turn it into I know we always talk about there's too many titles, but turn it into like the international title and keep it on just one show. That's I
could see that.
Like, separate them. Like, if you're the Continental Champion's Dynamite. If you're the International Champion's Collision. Like, just to differentiate. Like, you could be on both shows, but you're only defending that title on the other show. Like,
that would make sense, because they have too many belts. I have a theory on this.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that the general thinking is Ospreay is probably going to challenge for the world title at All In England. And
yes,
when they first announced this match, I was like, well, why are they going to do that? Why is he going to? Because Ospreay's probably going to win. Why is he going to be Continental Champion when he's going for the world title? So my theory, and I stole part of this off people on the internet, so it's not entirely my theory, but my theory is he made a point to say like, oh, it's 20-minute time limit, but there's no interference. So he wanted the no interference so that no one can stop him from doing whatever he wants. But there's also a 20-minute time limit. So I could see him beating up Mox and like beating up really badly, where Mox is like bleeding and there's, it's 18 minutes, and him being like, oh, I have 2 more minutes, and just taking those 2 more minutes to like just do more stuff rather than, and then time runs out and he's like, oh, and because I don't think he actually cares about the belt. He cares more about beating up Mox.
That's wonderful.
And then Mox retains the title, but Ospreay technically wins the match. But Ospreay, showed that he's better than him.
So you're picking Mox? Man, we got a lot of diversity this time. This is awesome.
Yeah, I guess it's technically a draw, but Mox retains. So,
but yeah, dude, that's incredible.
That's what I'm going with.
And that makes that does make a lot of sense for the sole fact that like Ospreay, like that would be 100% revenge. Like, screw the belt. Like, I'm just here to give this guy a ass whooping.
Yeah, and that's basically what I'll say. Like, oh yeah, the title would be nice, but I cared more about hurting you.
Yeah, and like keep your title. Like, I just want to, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost
I just wanted to hurt you. I don't need to. I know that people would criticize that as like making the Continental title not worth anything because he doesn't even want it. I get that. But like Mox is good, so Mox can do a good job of like making it worth something again in like a week. Just do one promo where he talks about how this matters more to him than anything, and Ospreay's an idiot for not taking it from him. And then
like
it's back.
Yeah, you lit the fire under the lion again. Good point. It would only take Mox cutting one simple 5-minute or 5-second promo even.
Yeah. He's really good at promos. Really good at promos.
Very good at promos. Okay, we have the Casino Gauntlet for the TNT title. The only thing we know about it is that Tommaso Ciampa is number 1. Here's my wild card. And then I'm going to get your gears turning to see if you come up with anything. I guess Wardlow is winning.
Ooh, that's good.
I know. There's been radio silence. He did come back once.
And he's on
like,
that new American Gladiator show that now has promos, so it must be done.
oh, okay.
He's
Yeah,
on that American Gladiators, but they showed like a
okay.
promo commercial for it. So like they're probably done filming.
So again, that would tie in absolutely perfectly for like, oh, there he is straight off of American Gladiators,
Right.
like, yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
I just have a feeling it's going to be Wardlow. I had know nothing. I have heard nothing.
And he was in the Don Callis family last time we saw him.
right.
So Don Callis talking about how he wants to keep the title with the family. That would work. I like that.
That's awesome. I didn't even think of that till you said it.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. I was going to say Ciampa just because I think it would work, but he's the only person we know is in the match. But yeah, I like Wardlow. I think that's a good idea. I hope that happens.
Same.
And like he needs a run where he gets to do something because he's had so many like start-stop runs where he got injured or something weird happened so yeah, it'd be nice for him to actually get something.
Yeah, like if he comes back and wins title in the match and then just continues to be with Callis, like that would be, he doesn't have to cut promos. He doesn't even really have to be like the muscle. Like, there's other guys in, like, he doesn't have to be the stereotypical what they put Wardlow in.
Right. Yeah. Like a bodyguard or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Like let Lance Archer do that.
Right.
No disrespect to Lance Archer, but Lance Archer's a big, huge dude that he doesn't need titles. He doesn't need Wardlow's a young dude. Like let him like blossom on TV for once.
And that fits with like what Tony Khan does. Cause remember when like, what was it? Forbidden Door, I think. Danielson was hurt and he couldn't be in his match. And then his replacement was like the Claudio debuted and took his spot.
Oh yeah.
And like Claudio had been signed for like a month and Tony Khan was just waiting. And then like, oh yeah, this is a good time to put Claudio. Like, I feel like that fits with what Tony Khan does. Like he's just waiting for a spot to put Wardlow in. Like if he's healthy and ready to wrestle, and we're just like, oh, we're going to wait. Oh, this opportunity came up. Okay. Put him in there. Yeah, that works. I like that.
And speaking of, didn't you send me a thing? Don't they have the other guy from Hit Row signed?
Oh yeah, they do. I think. I forget who it was now, but yeah.
So they're like he's either going to be with Swerve or screw Swerve over,
right?
And like I forgot about that till right now too. Like, amazing. We have Tekla versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's Championship. This one can go either way. I'm going to say Tekla just because I think the next titles are going to change hands, and I don't know. I just don't think we're going to have many title changes.
No, so. I think Tekla. I think Jamie Hayter's in a tag team now that's kind of established. I think that, or they're trying to establish. I think that she's going to go after the tag belts. Yeah, I think Tekla. And like, how good is Tekla? She's quickly becoming like one of my favorite wrestlers.
So good. Like her promos are good. Her like, I don't want to say like you don't believe any of the females when they talk, but like she just comes off like she's really saying those things to her.
Yeah, she comes off as like a legitimate crazy person. Yeah.
Yes. There you go. That's the easiest way to say it without saying it.
Yeah. No, she's like this week when she was like, I'm going to take you out to dinner. Then we're going to go to a strip club and you get up on stage and then I'll break all your fingers. I'm like, what? Where did that come from? Like,
that was great. Incredible.
I laughed out loud at that. That was hilarious. She's amazing.
She is. And she is just, I mean, she's also very good in the ring.
Yeah.
And I think that this match might have more brawling in it than the Mox Ospreay match.
Yeah, because they're both pretty like hard hitting.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is good. This is going to be a good match. Like Jamie,
100%.
And it's good for Jamie because she's also been injured a bunch and lost out on a bunch of opportunities, right? So her getting a chance, this seems like a thing where she's like, okay, I'm going to go nuts because I haven't had an opportunity in a while. So yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you give Hayter credit too. Like Hayter is, it's Jamie. Sorry, I just called her a hater. She's another one who is like you buy into everything that she says.
Yeah.
She's very there's not much difference between her and her character, I would guess.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
And I feel like this gimmick she has now where she's just like likes to fight people, I think it fits her better than like the 70s thing she was doing for a while.
Yeah, even though the 70s thing was more grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Like this does fit her better. Okay. Going on to what I just said before, we have FTR versus Copeland and Cage for the tag titles. I think Copeland and Cage win hands down.
Yeah, I think for sure.
And this starts the, I don't want to say like retirement run, but like they're going to get a run. Like we'll say they hold them through the summer at least.
Yeah. I think that they're going to win, and I think that they're going to feud with the Bucks.
Yes.
And I think that this is going to like not end, not like a career end, but I think the feud will end probably All In. I could see them doing like a ladder match or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Against them. Because they asked Copeland, I think Renee asked him, like, oh, any more TLC matches in the future? And he was like, well, you never know. I think that there is going to be one. Like maybe they can't call it a TLC match because of whatever, but I can see them having a ladder match or something with the Bucks. That'll be amazing.
And just because this is how petty I am, I hope they call it an LTC match just to be funny.
That would be funny.
That would be. Now this, I read this online, and I really hope this happens now. Someone said, okay, like obviously Copeland and Christian are going to go like, you know, balls to the wall with gear and like everything for this. He was like, I hope they do, like they come out with like the big foam cowboy hat to do the 2-second pose things, but Christian just stays mad the entire time.
I will say, I love that even though like they're together as a team, Christian's still just a jerk. Like he's still just mad all the time. He's still yeah, I think it's great.
This gimmick and Tony Storm, if you would have put them on paper and said, does this work? I would have laughed in your face.
Like, his gimmick is he's angry all the time and makes fun of people's dads and hits on their moms.
Yes. And if your dad's dead, it's even better for him. Like,
yeah, it sounds really dumb, but it works really well.
Yeah.
And then he's going to get back together with his like lifelong friend, but he's still just gonna be mad about it. Like he still doesn't really want it. Like,
did you watch the Renee interview with them?
Yeah.
Oh, at the end, whenever he goes, "Thank you for your time," he just gets up and walks out. I was dying.
Even just him being like, you know, this has been a great opportunity for me to finally afford another watch. It's great. He's doing a great job.
Yes. Well, I think I told you that one time, Sammy and I think it was Ricky Starks were on Sammy's vlog, and they were like live vlogging, and Sammy's like, hey, Christian, come over here. He's like, we got 2,000 people in the live chat. And Christian goes over and goes, I got 10,000 on my wrist. Because he had a $10,000 watch on. Like, he's
such a so jerk. Good. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah. He's so like unreal good. But yeah, I think they win and they go like at least throughout the summer.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see them going through to like All In with the belt.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Agreed. And then we have the main event, MJF versus Kenny Omega for the men's world championship. I have Kenny Omega winning, and this is, I said I had a wild card and I said I had a theory, and this is my theory.
All right.
AEW is very self-aware, and they've also been very aware that we'll say for about the past 2 to 3 months, they've been picking up new viewership and like maybe even a little more than they expected. If you don't know MJF can get on your nerves in more ways than one. And if you're not used to a wrestling heel who has zero redeeming social qualities, you might turn off the television. and that's why I said Tony being like the analytics guy and seeing all this, you put the belt on Kenny Omega, who everybody absolutely loves. All these new people might not be like, oh, that's a great show. I just hate the world champion. I shut it off.
Right.
Like,
That makes sense.
and like I said, because if you're not like, I think MJF is great, but if you come from the other company where the other heel is just there, it's just a lollipop.
Yeah, like MJF is not a cool heel. He looks impressive. Like he wears a suit. He like looks like a rich guy, but he's just like he's a horrible person.
Yes. Yeah. They're like, I think you said before, like Mick Foley said, like a heel should literally have zero
Right.
like redeeming values in it because you're supposed to hate them. Well, if you're new to this and you only grew up watching the other product, like you don't know that that's how heels used to be. And you might think that like MJF's like off the rails.
Right.
and you might not, it might turn you off.
Yeah.
So that being said, that's why I picked Kenny. MJF's had for him an amazing run. I mean, he's wrestled more, like I said, he's wrestled more in 2026 than he has ever.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I picked Kenny, because I know Tony's a nerd.
I could see this going either way because I do think that Ospreay is going to win it All In.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see MJF Ospreay at All In because that would be a good match, and they're like a heel versus face. I could see that.
Yeah.
But I could also see Kenny Omega versus Ospreay at All In for the title because like that would be incredible. Like I saw that match at Forbidden and like that blew my mind. Right? That was like that was like I could see that going either. I could see them wanting, oh, it's our biggest show. You're right. There's a bigger audience. Let's give them the absolute best wrestling match we can give them, and that's Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay.
Right.
I could 100% see that happening. That's why this is a hard one. This is a really hard one because either one makes sense. Because even with like the Darby Andrade stuff, like say next pay-per-view, Double or Nothing, right? The next pay-per-view is either Andrade or Darby. Like either of them could face either of them, right? Like you could do Darby MJF, you could do Darby Kenny Omega, and it would be fine. You could do Andrade against either of them, and it would work. Like it will work either way, so it makes it tough. And plus, I mean, this probably is one of Kenny Omega's last chances to be like the top guy for a while, right? Like he's older. He's like, running. It is near the end of his career. You kind of want him to be the world champion again. Like I could definitely see that happening.
Right.
I'm still going MJF though. I don't know why. I just am.
And again, like I said, that makes sense too. But like we always talk about like AEW is set up to, it's not as cut and dry as when you look at the other companies. Or other companies, excuse me. And everything that you just said validates that. Like someone that just came back to the company, Andrade, well, not just came back, but he's been here a couple months now. But what he's done in those few months, he went back right to the main event scene. You have like Darby makes sense because, he's been working his butt off. MJF makes sense retaining because he is a generational talent. Again, Kenny makes sense of holding the title because he's Kenny freaking Omega. Like,
it all makes sense. Like I was thinking that this week when I was watching the show and like, we have our own opinions about Jericho, but like he is a name guy. He's a big name guy. Right. Yeah. And like they had this week, Jericho was going to say something. Ospreay, they opened the show with Ospreay and then had a whole angle with him. And then they already announced that Kenny Omega was going to say something. I mean, those are three guys, Kenny Omega, Jericho, and Ospreay, who a few months ago weren't around or weren't in like the main event. Like Kenny was like off. He was part-time. He was there occasionally. And like Hangman and Swerve and Samoa Joe have kind of stepped away for a while. And they just immediately, we have Kenny Omega and Jericho and Will Ospreay. Like they just like the fact that they can take away three guys like Hangman and Swerve and Samoa Joe and just fill them in with like, now we have Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. Like the fact that they can do that and it works and it feels just as good is like when people say they have a huge roster, and they do have a huge roster. I get it. Like there's not time to put everybody on TV all the time. I get it. And I get why, if you're a wrestler in the company, that might bother you because you're like, I don't like it to be on every third show or whatever, right? Like, I understand that. But it's also a luxury to be like, Hangman's gone. We have Ospreay. Like, they could just sub people in and out, and it works.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like forced, like, oh, they're doing what now? Like,
Right.
Yeah. It's, I mean, obviously when you don't have an insane person running the company, we'll start with that. The other side of that coin is when you have like, when you have somebody that cares that much, like it all has to make sense.
Right.
Again, trying, you have somebody booking the shows to please an audience, not a corporation either. Like,
Right.
yes, they have corporate sponsors, but the corporate sponsors pay for the lighting and the rigging,
Right.
and you know what I mean? Like,
and to please themselves, and they're not insane. Right. So like,
yes. Well,
Tony will write a show that like he will enjoy because he will enjoy the thing that, you know, a wide variety of wrestling fans will also enjoy.
yes.
Whereas when like, you know, Vince was booking stuff for WWE, like he liked stuff that like nobody else wanted to see, but like he wanted to see it. So like that's what he's
all
on TV.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah. And like,
and it doesn't feel forced at all. I know All In's coming up.
Yeah.
But like there was always, you know, not so much now, but like still a little bit now, but more so when Vince was booking WWE, that like, oh, WrestleMania is coming up now. Triple H is going to come back, and Brock Lesnar is going to come back, and Roman Reigns is going to come back, and The Rock's back. They're all going to be on the show, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like, oh, it's time for All In. Let's throw Kenny Omega back on the show. Like he made it fit in with the rest of the show, and he doesn't just like pilot him in at the end, you know, parachute him in at the last minute. And be like, oh yeah, now he's winning the belt.
Right. Even when Cody had to wait 3 extra years or 2. I'll never forget when, like, that's probably one of the greatest messages you've ever sent me. Like, I didn't pay attention, and then you watched it or whatever. And like the next morning I checked my phone and you're like, he didn't win, in all capital letters. And I was just like, okay, he's fake. He's just like messing with me. Nope. Went online. It's Cody sitting on a ramp. Wow.
I remember that because I watched it late. It was Mania 39. I watched it late. And someone on Facebook had posted a photo of like Paul Heyman holding the title, because Paul Heyman was with Reigns at the time.
Yeah.
And posted a photo of Paul Heyman holding the title. And I'm like, and I scrolled past it because I don't want to be spoiled. But in my mind, I thought, oh, they probably just posted that because like maybe that was the last shot, him refusing to give up the belt or something, right? Even after he lost. And then I actually watched it, like, no, he lost.
Yep.
Yeah, that was weird.
Very. Excuse me.
In this case, though, I don't think he can go wrong. Like either of those options, I think is correct.
Agreed.
MJF works. Kenny works. I will say the way MJF has carried himself since winning the belt, like he seems like the top guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like even this week, like Kenny's always been okay at promos. Like he's not great at promos. He's good. Right. Like he came out and he gave a promo and it was fine. It was like better than I could have done, but it was, you know, it was pretty good.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then MJF comes out and you're like, oh, this guy's the guy. Like as soon as he walks out, as soon as he starts talking, like if you had never seen this show before, you're like, oh yeah, that guy's world champion. That makes sense. Like I understand that. Like he looks like the guy. He acts like he's offensive. He's a jerk, but like you understand why he's the champion.
Yeah. 100%.
But I mean, then you watch the match and like if Kenny Omega won, you'd be like, oh, I get why that guy's the champion. He's incredible. Right. Like,
yeah. Oh, dude, it's going to be, I'm more pumped now than I was when we started recording this.
That match is going to be really fun. I like how they booked it as like the devil versus the god of pro wrestling. I like that gimmick of it. I feel like they're going to play that up. I feel like Kenny Omega is going to come out with like white lights and like,
oh yeah,
like an angelic thing, like the one-winged angel thing. And then MJF's going to have like red light or like darkness. Like they're going to play that up and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
100%. Dude, this is going to be a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, it will be.
Any final thoughts before we shut her down?
No, I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun. I think there is going to be some surprises because it's, first of all, we don't know the whole card, but like it's an AEW pay-per-view. So something is going to happen. I feel like there has to be another women's match. There's got to be like a TBS title match or something on here, or a tag title match or something, because they don't have one yet. But I'm assuming there will be. And
didn't they added Shafir and someone else? It's on 0 Hour.
Yeah, Marina and Alex Windsor, which I don't know where that came. I don't know where that came from. really, but it'll be
Um,
fun. Like I know it's because she's with Osprey and Marina's with
and
Mox.
yeah, I was gonna say that's which was very smart. Like
Yeah,
I was thinking like, okay, how are they gonna do this? Because like Marina's already down there and there's no females in United Empire. And then
right.
it makes perfect sense as soon as she stepped in. I was like, okay, they did that really well.
I do like how AEW handles couples. Like
Yeah.
Osprey and Alex Windsor are together, but like it's not really like a storyline thing. It's just, oh yeah, of course they're together. So when they need each other,
Right.
they're there. But like the rest of their time, they just like they spend it separately. Like their
Yeah.
careers are separate, but like when they need each other, they're there. It's kind of like even with like Mox and Renee, they everyone knows they're together, but they're not like in storylines together. But like it's known that they're together, and that makes
Right.
sense, and it fits. Like I do like how they handle that stuff.
Yeah. And they never do it like, you know, if you and your wife worked in the same place, like you wouldn't be following each other around all day. Like,
Like
I
everything
mean?
you
Like,
did wouldn't involve like wouldn't be
right.
like every time you had a conversation, they weren't talking about your spouse, right? Like
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, like the fact that like, oh, Osprey would ask his wife for help, like that makes perfect sense, you know, like you know, if Sammy needed help, there's Ty. If Ty needed help, there's Sammy. Like,
right.
and you're right, like it's in the lore of AEW, but it's not like on screen lore.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like everyone knows it and they
Yeah.
do it in a way that even when Marina and Roddy were in the ring that time,
Yeah.
like they don't explicitly go, these two are married, but like it's known and it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. And when she slapped him in the face, that was just hilarious. Like that was just anyways. Oh, I wanted to say, this past week on Dynamite, sorry, during the Osprey or the United Empire match with the I keep wanting to say the dogs, and it's not the dogs. It's not the Blackpool Combat Club anymore. Death Riders. Jeez, man, I'm getting old. There was a spot in the Daniel Garcia was in the corner with one of the younger guys in United Empire, and you could tell that they like weren't in the right spot.
Yeah.
And Garcia went Claudio clothesline, and he like threw him over to Claudio so the kid could take the clothesline.
Yeah.
Like their level of professionalism, like he didn't call Claudio to get his attention. Like Claudio just, you know, was paying attention and
right.
And like I said, that kid wasn't in the right spot. And when he did that, it just worked. Like the way that those guys and girls can think on the fly like that and realize that someone might be not necessarily in trouble, but like, oh, he's supposed to be on the left and he's on the right. You know what I mean? Or,
that's like an underrated part of wrestling that you probably don't realize.
Yeah.
How they have to know exactly where to be at the right time and how they talk to each other without sounding like they're talking to each other. Like it is a whole thing.
Yeah. And just those two words, Claudio clothesline, it like fixed everything. Like,
right.
And again,
it made sense. Like if you heard him say it, it wasn't like he was telling you, get in line for that spot.
Yeah.
It made sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like low key, you don't realize like what all is going on in the ring at all times, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to bring that up to everybody. We are at Elite City Pod on all social media. We have a YouTube channel. Please visit it. And it's this same thing. No video or anything because, you know, we're not going to do that.
Nobody wants to see us.
Yeah. We're two old men.
Like two very old wrestling fans, and there you go.
Yeah. That's it. So yeah, we have a YouTube channel. So leave a like, leave a comment. And we had some new followers this week. So, you know, thank you everybody for following us. We're pretty much back on our schedule. So, you know, thank you for listening every week. And we'll be back next week with our review show of the pay-per-view, unless something horribly goes wrong. And if it does,
wrong again. Yeah.
If it does, I'm never watching pay-per-views again. I'll give you the weekly wrap-ups, but something hurts. Yeah. but yeah, so we'll see you next week. So enjoy Collision on Saturday and enjoy Dynasty on Sunday. Until then, have a good week, everybody. And until next week, later.